Jesus, you've never met anybody like him.
The views, opinions, positions, or strategies expressed on WLAF TV 12 do not necessarily reflect those of the staff, management, ownership, or advertisers of WLAF TV 12, 1450 WLAF Radio, FM 100.9, or 1450WLAF.com.
Hey, this is Mark with Insurance Consultants. You're used to seeing Blake McCoy sitting here, and I'm up here cutting a new commercial for y'all to look at. I help people with have Medicare and TennCare, and if you've got any questions about what you're eligible for, whether you should be getting extra benefits, is your plan changing, or do you even need anything to go with your Medicare, those are the types of questions I can help you with. Please give me a call at 1-866-691-5571. I'll be glad to give you a call, and as always, we charge nothing for our services. If we can help you in any way, we'll be glad to do it. Y'all have a good day.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor. Here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Hi, I'm Ann Love with Linda Kilgore State Farm Agency. I have worked in the insurance and financial services industry for over 20 years, formerly with the John R.W. Brown Agency. I'm a native Campbell County and enjoy helping people with their insurance needs. Stop by and see me for all your insurance needs.
Now with a full line of independent rear suspension options, the all-new Foreman Rubicon and Rancher automatic DCT models are equally ready to work and have fun. Part of the growing ATV family from Honda.
Why do my customers choose Husqvarna Power Equipment? That's easy, because my landscaping crew has to rely on a durable product.
I need the performance and quality that Husqvarna provides.
And the innovative products that help me move on with my day.
For maintenance parts or accessories, I don't have to go far. I know my Husqvarna dealer is right around the corner.
Make the impossible possible and visit a Husqvarna dealer near you.
Visit your local Husqvarna dealer or go to Husqvarna.com for more information.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome again to Campbell County Issues. Tonight's show is also being brought to you by True Value Homes in Scott County. As I've told you many a times, folks, you got property, you got a clear deed, you got a down payment, you can move into a beautiful home. Beautiful homes, and you'd be surprised at the prices. You just need to go to Scott County and check it out, or you can call them at 663-8633 and ask them for some of their prices. You will be surprised, and you will absolutely be surprised when you look at some of their beautiful homes. And a lot of their homes are absolutely, you can just look at the framing and the whole thing, and well, like I said, just be surprised when you go. Ron's Golf Cart and Indoor Flea Market behind Long John Silver's here. You'll find a lot of stuff there, folks. A lot of stuff. And you'll find golf carts, and you'll find the Ugg boots, and you'll find the North Face stuff. But the thing about most I like about it is you find a lot of antiques. And he has them cleaned up and they're ready for you. So anyway, I highly recommend that you run by Ron's Golf Cart and Indoor Flea Market. Excuse me, folks, I don't know about some of you out there, but I got a little bit of a cold, and we got to take care of these things. But I'm ready for a knockdown, drag out night tonight. I'm ready to talk to you about anything you want to talk about. But the first thing I want to talk to you about is your TVA bill or your electric bills. And I read Ann Hester's column, and it made me start thinking about some of the stuff that's because she's saying that the CEO of TVA draws over $6 million a year. But I got another issue that's, to me, seems like it should be a little bit more important. Of what is TVA charging per kilowatt hour? Because in Scott County, and I don't know for sure, but I don't think you guys have two suppliers. You've just got La Follette Utilities. And I wonder, what do they pay per kilowatt hour? Because we got a portion of Scott County, it's a very small portion of Scott County, that gets their electricity through Kentucky. And it comes from the Cumberland Lake up near Somerset and Burnside. And those people's bills is much less, maybe a third less. In some cases, it might be half. Burn the same kilowatt hours, and the bill will be half the price. And we happen to have a TV station up in McQuarrie County, Kentucky, which we broadcast out of into McQuarrie County, into Whitley County, up into Jellicoe, and down into Morgan County and Scott County. And the bill in Scott County from Plateau Electric runs much higher than the one in Kentucky that we have in McQuarrie County. And we have basically the same equipment. And it just absolutely, so maybe, just maybe, I mean, this $6 million that Ann Hester's talking about might not have that much to do with what we're paying per kilowatt hour. It might have more to do with, I don't know how TVA could charge any more per kilowatt hour in Tennessee and the difference in Kentucky. I just wonder what Alabama pays. And I know we do sell some to Georgia and sell some probably to Mississippi and Alabama. I know we do Alabama because we run right through Alabama. We might got something we really need to look into and find out, because I know we were getting charged at one time when we started looking into the Plateau Electric there in Oneida, they were charging more per kilowatt hour than what you all were being charged per kilowatt hour from the La Follette Utility District over here. But it wasn't long after we discovered that La Follette Utility District, they went up on their prices. I don't remember exactly how much, but it's something that's easy to find on your computer. And that's something I needed to get involved in again and take a good look at it, because some of these bills are just outrageous. And I tell you, something else is getting outrageous. When you go to the grocery store, I don't know how or why they're going up on their prices so much that it don't make sense, because people's wages are not going up. But the prices keep just climbing and climbing and climbing. You know, just a very few months ago, you could go to, let's go down here to any of the supermarkets, and these little pies, they'd have them 2 for $1. 2 for $1. Now they're 2 for $1.10. Now that's a 10% increase. I mean, it don't sound like much. It's a dime, but 10%. When you raise, I go in and I buy $100 worth of groceries. Now I got to pay $110 for it. But my paycheck didn't go up $110, up to $110. It's still at $100. Now why? I mean, how many of the employees have they got raises, 10% raises? Can anybody tell me when they got a 10% raise? Especially the low end workers anyway, and that's probably 60% of our people or more. Their wages stay the same just about it all the time, folks. And we say, well, we can't go up on our minimum wage. But how many people in a lot of these places are still working for, especially your fast food chains and whatever? And that's a lot of our employee people in this part of the country, especially our younger group. Well, I don't know where that's coming from. Hello? Yes, I don't know, my phone's not working right. Evidently not. Yeah, but it's not coming across my, I had to pick up the, and do you see me? Well, I had to pick up my phone, and that don't make sense. Let's see what is going on here. Well, we'll talk about it whenever I can get you on the air. I can't right now. I can't get nothing. I don't know what's going on. Let me see if I can get my phone working here. We've let me see. I guess I'm going to have to get my my cohort here. Now, we talked about Amanda Salmons, and folks, I know you can't hear her because this phone is definitely. And but you know, we talked about Amanda last week quite a bit. Was you not around? Yeah, we did. We talked about Judge Salmon's, that, she was in the paper from out of Knoxville where for, yeah. But pretty much, I wish we could, I'm gonna have to get my, do something about my phone here. Let me try to get this phone working where we can get it back on the air where we can talk to you on the air, okay? Thank you. But anyway, well, I'll tell you what. Now, usually my girl has this thing going, and everything is just hunky-dory with her. What's going on? I believe what's happened here is I believe I know what's going on. I don't have any electricity to this phone because I believe a circuit breaker has flopped. Excuse me, folks, just a moment. That's what's going on. We had too much on. Honeybee? Evidently we've thrown a breaker or something in here with these heaters and the phone's not working.
Heater in the phone ain't working. Let me see.
You folks have to forgive me. Nothing's working. We thrown a breaker. There we go. Okay, buddy. Thank you. Okay. Okay, now give me a call back. We'll talk. Be happy to talk to you, but we throw the breaker and we lost the pull. But anyway, I'll go back until this lady calls back and we'll talk. I'll talk to her about.
You say to go to break?
No, we're fine.
Oh, okay.
See, the lady called and the breaker had thrown and we didn't have any phone.
Oh,
okay. And so anyway, the thing about our bills from our electric companies, we need to go back, I guess, and take a good look because my partner and I over in Scott County, we were talking about our electric bill at the station in Scott County is running somewhere around $500 or a little more every month, and we don't do that much and try to keep the everything down as much as we can. But in Kentucky, it's running us $270, and that's just what's the difference? And to be that much difference, and we look at the bills and we'll start really doing some close checking. And then I was out one day year before last, I guess it was, trying to get some advertising and this one guy that was running for mayor of Winfield, he owns a business in Winfield, and I'd say within a 500-foot space there, and he's within the, I guess, not more than 1,000 feet from the Kentucky line, and about 500 feet or 1,000 feet on down the road is still into the Kentucky utility district, and his electricity bill is just, it's minute compared to the rest of the businesses down through there, and this don't make sense. So if a TVA can sell electricity to Kentucky per kilowatt hour at such a lower rate, why does our rates in Scott and Campbell County a lot different? Now, I did find that what Clinton Utility District whenever I was looking at this thing, and it's been 6 or 8, maybe 10 years ago that I really looked at this, and Campbell County's was in the 8 or 9 cent range per kilowatt, and Clinton was in 6 cents. So I don't know. They use all kinds of things whenever I checked them out, and Scott County said, well, we got 1,700 miles of lines and we only got so many customers on each line, where Clinton has 3 times or 4 times as many customers on their lines and what we've got, and we have to keep up so many more lines. Now I will say in the wintertime, especially a few years back, we had a snowstorm and an ice storm that tore down like 300 poles. I don't know about you all, and if you've ever had that, but that's something that we really need to look at and see what the difference are between Clinton, Knoxville, Campbell County, Scott County, and Kentucky, because you know and I know, you don't have to be a genius to figure it out, that McQuarrie County, Kentucky and Whitley County, Kentucky is just as hilly and sparsely populated, very sparse. Doesn't make sense. It don't make sense. So anyway, that's enough of that. But something else I wanted to talk to you about tonight, and get into it a little heavier, and how I wanted some election results from you all tonight. We got, from some of you that don't know it, the early voting starts now. At Scott County, it starts the 10th. I believe that's what you guys start. I'll look here in the paper to make sure. Now ours starts this coming Wednesday. Now you guys started today, but we don't start until the 13th. So, or Wednesday, I guess. So it'll be the 12th. Early voting starts the 10th. Well, wait a minute. I'm something is wrong here with the printing of this. It says early voting would be at the Election Commission office starting Monday through Thursday from 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. But the 10th is not until Wednesday, so that means the following week. And then Fridays from 9 to 7, and Saturday. Now, what you'll be doing is voting for. You're on the air.
Ariel, you said last week you were going to address everything that's going to be on, everything about Amanda Salmons. So why aren't you doing that?
Okay. Now, the things that I have gathered is, now there's been 2 lawyers that's been suspended or banned from practicing law right now.
What's that got to do with her?
And Amanda Salmons, the deals that she's done or has done has nothing to do with, the law has looked in, and I, as far as I can figure out, Amanda Salmons has done nothing wrong. Now, talk to me. Don't hang up. Tell me what Amanda Salmons has done wrong in the eyes of the law. You're on the air.
Yeah, have you heard anything on Campbell County School tomorrow?
I have no idea. I haven't heard a thing. And if anything comes about, they always tell me so we can, okay?
Okay.
We'll let you know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Well, I'm sorry I missed your call. Give me a call back. But Amanda Salmons, no matter how much you dislike or don't like of Amanda Salmons, I know she may be really hard on people, and she might be not doing like they done in the past, but I can't find anything where she's broke the law. You're on the air. Go ahead, you're on the air. I'm sorry I missed your call. I know you're still there, but I want to let you go. But Amanda Salmons or any judge, it's a hard thing, and you get to be a judge, you're going to make people mad, no matter what you do or what you say. Someone that's been incarcerated and been judged by a person is going. People's going to get mad at them. But now I assure you, even I think Judge McAfee actually got a little bit of upset at Amanda Salmons. But you got to remember, there's not one of those judges that's elected. I'm talking about the elected judges that you and I vote for, like John McAfee, Elizabeth Asbury, no matter who they are. They do not have a say over Judge Salmons unless Judge Salmons commits a crime. Now, but Judge Salmons commits a crime, then it's possible that she would go in front of a criminal judge, and Judge Sexton is the criminal judge here. So, the Sessions judge, let's not use Judge Salmons. The Sessions judge does not report to any of those judges. She would have to probably report to the Supreme Court of the state of Tennessee if she was found doing something that was illegal. Now, she's going to bust you. I mean, if you do something that's against the law and you have to go in front of her, she's going to bust you. So this person is calling me and asking me why I'm not talking. In fact, this person's called me about, I'd say, every week for at least 6 or 8 weeks. And how come I'm not talking about Judge Salmons? I don't know anything else to talk to you about Judge Salmons. She's definitely conducting her courtroom the way that she said she would conduct it. That there would be harsh penalties. You would not be wanting to come in this revolving door like this one person that we've talked about here several times that's been in front of the judge up to last year. And the guy that used to call me from Jacksboro all the time, God, why his name's, the guy has been arrested 49 times. You're not going to get arrested 49 times and go in front of Judge Salmons. You're going to be put in prison, regardless of what the charges are. You get arrested 49 times, you're either you could be harmful to yourself or somebody else. If you're getting drunk, if that's what and I'm going to tell you something. People that get out there and get on the road and drinking and driving, I have no sympathy for them. And I'm telling you, one of my best friends that I ever had in my life. I know that he had at least 11 drunk driving charges. And it was a sickness, an illness. You're on the air.
Hey, Ariel.
Yes, sir.
The only thing that they don't like is Judge Sammons is talking it to them.
You're not lying. Judge Salmon has definitely doing
They ain't going to be no more DUI, 7 offense, or this and that. She's doing what should have been done years ago.
Well, she's doing what she said she'd do. That's for sure.
Exactly.
Appreciate your call.
If the rest of them would have done that years ago, then Campbell County might not have been in the shape that it's in.
Yeah, I think that could have something to do with it too. Appreciate your call. Thank you. Bye-bye. We'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Hey y'all, it's Mark Beckman with Insurance Consultants. Appreciate you tuning in tonight. You're used to seeing Blake McCoy sitting here, and tonight I'm going to sit in, and if you need any questions answered about Medicare, TennCare, how these benefits work together, do you qualify for extra help, those sorts of things, I can sure help out. Please give me a call, 866-691-5571.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment, with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also, for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Hi, I'm Linda Kilgore. This is my 35th year with State Farm, my 25th year here in Campbell County. I'm not a high-pressure salesman. I like to just sit down with my customers and help them decide what's right for them. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
Razor, Ranger, Sportsman, Ace. If you live for the outdoors, there's a Polaris to match your passion. Confident, comfortable, capable. That's Ace. With a solo cockpit, automotive controls, independent suspension, all-wheel drive, and up to 45 horses of fuel-injected power. Calling it revolutionary would be an understatement. Polaris, the world leader in off-road innovation.
Why do my customers choose Husqvarna Power Equipment? That's easy, because my landscaping crew has to rely on a durable product.
I need the performance and quality that Husqvarna provides.
And the innovative products that help me move on with my day.
For maintenance parts or accessories, I don't have to go far. I know my Husqvarna dealer is right around the corner.
Make the impossible possible and visit a Husqvarna dealer near you.
Visit your local Husqvarna dealer or go to husqvarna.com for more information.
Okay, folks, we're back, and again, remember, True Value Home is bringing you tonight's show in Scott County. And folks, if you go over there, you're going to be surprised at the cost and the beauty of those homes and how you can make your down payment. Go over there. It's a Highway 63 and 27. Also, Ron's Golf Cart and Indoor Flea Market bringing you tonight's show. And they've been bringing this show to you for a couple of 3 years, and boy, I tell you, you just cannot find a lot of the stuff that he has, and flea market stuff as clean as he's got it. So I hope you'll go down and tell them that Ariel sent you. Greatly appreciate it. You're on the air.
Is there any school tomorrow in Campbell County?
They haven't announced it. I just checked to see if there had been any announcement. There's been no announcement about any cancellation, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Now, if there is a cancellation or anything, as soon as it comes through, I will let you know. I promise you, I will let you know. Now, I've had a couple of calls and questions asked to me about, and then, folks, I'm just reading from what the newspaper says here. Circuit Court clerk files defamation suit. I don't know. It says it's filed against Jerry Kidd for, I guess he's saying, untruthful statements made on the TV shows, and it's a suit for $600,000. That's all I know. And it's just here in the paper, and that is all I know. So anyway, you're on the air.
Where is Campbell County?
There's not been any word come down to the TV station here yet. If there is it, and they let us know, we'll let you know just as soon as it comes down, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. No, now, I checked the weather before I came over here tonight to see this. Look like, was I going to have any problems getting home or anything? And it doesn't seem that it's going to, but by tomorrow afternoon you could have 2 to 4 inches, is it? You're on the air?
Yeah, Ariel, that one that's getting sued for character defamation or whatever, is that one of your callers? Is he the one that lies a lot and cuts up with you when he calls?
Yes.
Yeah. I wondered if it was him or not, because somebody said it was, and I wasn't sure, you know.
Yeah, that's the one. But now, it wasn't my show that he called and said those things, I don't think.
Oh.
If he did, I don't remember.
I don't remember it either. Might have been on another show or something.
Yeah, I don't think it was on my show. I really don't.
I never did hear nothing, you know.
Because whenever someone starts actually talking about anyone or anything and bringing out a personal, I always stop that. That's something that, you know, you don't need to do.
Oh, you don't know what
you bring out the problem and try to deal with that problem the best you can, or inform people that there is a possible problem out there, and check it out.
That's it.
Hey, let me ask you a question. You know that early voting starts Wednesday for the primaries for the president.
Yeah.
Now, if you're going to the polls today, you don't have to tell me whether you're Democrat or Republican, because it doesn't matter. You know, you can vote either side in the primaries here in Tennessee. Yeah. I vote, a lot of times I will vote in the primary, I'll vote Republican, and then, you know, I've always said that I was Alexander. I've always been a fan of Alexander. He's a moderate. He's not just head over heels to the right. He's more in the center, and I feel like you can deal with people that's more in the center. Sometimes he gets a little out of whack because he gets too much pressure on him, but this last time when he ran to the right just as far as he could get, just about it, but up to then he had never done that.
Yeah, I'm thinking about Cruz. Cruz, to me, I think he might be a little bit radical. I mean, we don't need a radical left or right.
No. I think Cruz is the most radical person I've ever seen running for president.
First thought I might like him, but after I've heard him, quite a bit and stuff, I've changed my mind. I wouldn't I wouldn't want to vote for him, you know.
Yeah, he just, I don't know. Well, but now the delegate from this area, the person that would be representing you would be, let me find his name here.
If it's Dennis Powers, I wouldn't vote for him.
Dennis Powers is the one that is representing, would be a delegate for Cruz.
I wouldn't vote for Dennis Powers over what the way a veteran got treated by him. Got his insurance canceled accidentally through another outfit out at Fort Campbell, and it wasn't even him. He would not renew the guy's insurance. He found that Clarksville Police Department had, cleared him with a letter, and he was showed the letter and everything. It's back some years back, and that veteran lost his insurance, and he didn't do the crime. It's a DUI charge in Clarksville, and it was a guy had the same name, but the veteran had just got back from a desert storm. And he got treated, to me, I thought it was terrible to cancel his insurance out. And he wasn't renewed after he found out that the Clarksville Police Department had made a mistake. And that showed me his true colors. And I'd never vote for him, or none of my family would either.
Well, I'm looking at here. He's definitely is on the list. And so if you voted for Dennis Powers, he would be one of the delegates that would go to the convention for Cruz.
If they can't support veterans, other than just running the mouth, I don't want to vote for them. Action speaks louder than words.
Well, yeah, action definitely speaks louder than words.
That's the reason, and there's a lot of people knows about that too, and that's just not no way to treat a veteran. Just got out of the war and come home. To Fort Campbell, and came back here to Tennessee and got done that way. And I know what I'm talking about because I seen the letter and everything. Police department apologized and everything.
Oh, yeah, well.
Maybe he'll try and sue me, but if he does, they've got a record of everything that was said and done,
Well, you don't. And when you're talking in that at general terms like that, you don't have to worry about getting sued. You're not going to get sued.
The politicians, if they don't actually in their heart care about a veteran, I don't care about them. I'll just be honest with you, and I am not going. I don't care if it's a Democrat or Republican. I will not vote for them.
I understand that.
I think veterans should be treated darn good when they get home after all the stuff they go through. Nobody knows. I heard a veteran say here back sometime back, and he said nobody knows what a soldier goes through unless they've walked in his boots. And I said, that really stuck with me.
I didn't have to go into the war zone, and I was in the Army during the Vietnam War. And I got out in February 1966, and in August 1966, my best friend, he was my brother in my eyes, and he was I was his brother in his eyes, and we loved each other. But he got killed in Vietnam, and I got, like I said, I got out in '66. But you know what? I never looked back. I never complained about nobody ever speaking to me or thanking me or because, like I said, I helped train soldiers to go to Vietnam. I served my time, and I come home just as fast as I could. I took a lot of crap while I was in the Army that I wouldn't have took as a private citizen. No, there's a sergeant in there that, I'll tell you right now, I still, and I know he's passed away because he is probably twice my age, because whenever I was in there, I got out when I was 23 years old, and he was a career soldier, but and I remember his name. His name was Sergeant Gogi. And if I had went into a war zone, I guarantee you, with he and I would went into a war zone together, one of us would have killed the other one.
Yeah.
There would have been no question about it. Friendly fire would have either killed me or friendly fire would either killed him, because that
thing I'm saying is, they not been in your shit and walked in your boots. They don't know.
and so you just don't know what kind of stress and stuff you go through unless you're there.
That's the truth.
Appreciate your call, sir.
Hey, buddy.
Thank you. You're on the air.
How can you defend Amanda Salmon? She's been in the papers ever since she's been on the bench.
What are you complaining about, Amanda Salmons? What is the issue?
Complaining about?
Yeah, what's the...
Read the Knoxville Journal.
Well,
and the Crystal Journal.
Well, what I'm saying to you, ma'am, what has she done that broke the law? She's not breaking the law. Do you understand that? Are you still there? I know you want something. I can't do nothing, and the only person who can do anything to the judge is the law. And now if she's not breaking the law, and she's not breaking the law, so you might as well give up that fight. You're on the air.
Hey, Ariel.
Uh-huh.
There's about a half an inch of snow on the ground down here in Carrollville.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, look outside.
Uh-oh. Well, I might look outside here in a few minutes, and I might cut it a little short tonight. I don't know, but...
Well, I just called to tell you.
Well, it's not on the road yet, though, is it?
Well, no, it's not sticking on the road, but my porch has got plenty of it.
Oh, okay. Oh, I appreciate you.
My friend's on the road, I don't know.
Okay, I sure appreciate it, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay, yeah. But anyway, whenever we have a break, I will call Scott County to check out and see how it looks over there. Because it's, I know it was about 3 or 4 degrees cooler at home than it was whenever I got here this afternoon. I didn't get here till about 7:30 or something like that. So it was already down in like 32 whenever I left home. When I got over here, it was 37. So it's just now changing enough. And the thing that I seen on the Weather Channel was just be a cloud come through it, and then that'll dump down some snow, and then that lasts 30-40 minutes or an hour, and then it's over, and it goes away for a while. And as warm as it's been in the ground, I don't see it sticking too much. But like you said, on the porches and the bridges and stuff like that, or some of the back roads where they just don't get any sun. Where I used to live, that driveway, the way it was built, there's about half of it that just don't get any sun, and especially in the wintertime. So anyway, give me a call. I'll talk to you about anything you want to talk about. Now, again, I look at this paper where they show the where to vote and this and that, but folks, you have to have a keen eye. You have to be looking for it to find if you're going to go vote for Democrat. You really have to look for it. I'm looking at the sample ballots here in Scott County paper and the Campbell County paper, and there's 2 pages that's dedicated, well, 1.5 full 1.5 pages dedicated to the Republican Party, and there's this much dedicated to the Democrat Party, and it's placed down at the bottom where if you don't really look for it hard, you will miss it. So I think that there's a little bit of, it looked like it could put it at least out by itself some way to where you would notice and make it in bigger print to where it can be seen. Maybe at the station, at at the polls, you can probably see it. Now, there's going to be two places where you can go vote. You can go vote at the Election Commission, and there will be a substation located in Jellicoe in the municipal building there in Jellicoe. So anyway, is there any? I tell you right now, I'm voting for Hillary. I don't know anybody in this United States, unless it would be Bill Clinton, that's more qualified than she is. She's lived through 8 years of a president. She's lived in the White House. She's also served as Secretary of State. So where else would you, as far as foreign affairs, if she don't know foreign affairs, she never will. And from the time they went into office in 1992, she tried to change the health care to where everybody would have health care. She's always fought hard for children. I don't know what else. And to me, I guarantee you that they can talk all they want to about those emails. It's just one of those talking points to try to stop her. And the media is the ones that's trying to stop her. Even the ones that's, even CNN, even MSNBC, which is they're supposed to be a little bit partial to the Democrat side. They're just as bad as Hannity and Rush Limbaugh and all those people. That they're just as bad. They try, and the main thing is, she's a woman. The news media is trying their best to stop her every way they can. They never say nothing positive about her. And then I know the FBI come out today and said, yeah, we are investigating her emails. Well, you'd have to be a pure idiot to know that they've been doing that now for 7 or 8 months, ever since she announced that she was going to run. And they went through thousands and thousands and thousands, and then they come up 3-4 days before the Iowa caucuses and said, oh, we found 22 more. They didn't find 22 more. They know they've had those 22 more. If they're and Colin Powell and Condoleezza Rice, their assistants and their secretaries and whatever, every one of them had where they had passed along emails, and they weren't classified at that time, but was classified later. And Colin Powell said it's a joke. Somebody needs to be punished for doing what they're doing. But if you don't, if the Snowden, the biggest breach ever in history, the biggest group of information that's ever been passed out about everything. And have you heard anything that he stole and passed out that's caused the United States any problems? Some of that stuff in that's supposed to be so secretive is absolutely jokes. I guess the only thing that I would basically be overly concerned about would be the passing of nuclear weapons and how some of that stuff, that how they do it. And folks, you can go on the internet and it tells you how to build atomic bombs. I don't know whether you could ever build a hydrogen or not, but the atomic bomb, hydrogen, I think, is supposed to be 10 times more devastating than the atomic. But anyway, That's crazy. It's crazy. And again, I don't know. You're on the air.
Excuse me, do you know if they're going to have school tomorrow?
They haven't said a word about school or anything. How much snow you got?
We have about 2 inches.
2 inches?
Yeah.
Where you at? Where do you live?
I'm in Jacksboro.
In Jacksboro, you got 2 inches of snow?
Yeah, we leased.
My gosh. How am I going to get home? Is it on the road?
I don't know. I haven't gone outside. I just looked out my door and I saw a lot of snow.
Well, but you don't know if there's 2 inches or not, do you?
It's around there.
How old are you?
I was just wondering though.
How old are you?
I'm 13 years old.
13. You're probably like my little grandson. He's 9 years old. And if in his mind, if there's a flake or two on the ground, there can't be no school. It's just too dangerous. Is that part of your problem?
There's like an inch on the ground, and I think there's no school.
Oh, okay. I appreciate your call. I will let you all know if they call the school off while I'm still on the air. Okay?
All right. You have a nice day, sir.
Thank you.
Bye.
That's an awful nice little young man. You're on the air.
Hey, have you got a time for break, or what time are you taking a break?
I take break in about 4 minutes.
Okay, I told you about Amanda Salmon. You see my number on your phone, don't you?
No, I don't, ma'am.
You don't? The reason I said, if you did, you could call me when you're not on my air, and I'll tell you a lot of things about that I know that's true.
Okay.
She will not pull her tongue.
Okay, listen, you can call me back here whenever I say and it goes into commercial, you can call me then, okay?
I will.
Okay, thank you. You're on the air.
Yes, could you tell me if there's school in Campbell County tomorrow?
They have not called the school off yet.
Okay.
But if they do while I'm still here, I will let you all know, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. No one's had said anything to me about school. And in fact, about it, I just asked Honeybee there a minute ago, has anybody called? And, they said this snow will be off and on until Wednesday. And in this area, there was calling from anywhere from 2 to 5 inches of snow between now and Wednesday. You're on the air.
I'm on Hatmaker Ridge.
Uh-huh.
And the roads is clear. There's snow on the ground.
Uh-huh.
You can see it's not covered.
Oh, okay.
Leaves and but it's bow covered.
Oh, okay. I sure appreciate that.
All right, bye.
Thank you. Yeah, I believe the roads has been too warm for anything to get on the roads right away, but in some of the back areas, like over in White Oak and I guess Clear Fork down in Elk Valley and some of those places where there's no sun gets on the road hardly at all, and it's untelling how much snow and stuff and ice could be in those areas. So if it keeps snowing now, it's going to get cold, and then tomorrow, just the wind chill factor is something that we probably, under normal circumstances, you'd call school off, because I was watching before I came to do the show. The wind chill factor could be as anywhere from 5 to 15 degrees below zero. The wind chill factor tomorrow, and that's dangerous, folks, and that's dangerous even for your animals, much less than putting your kids out there in it. I would never put, whenever it gets down that low and the wind's blowing, I'd never put my kid on the road to catch a bus. Exposed skin, whenever it gets like that, can get frostbitten within 5 to 10 minutes. I'm talking about the face. The hands, a lot quicker. I don't know why the face doesn't get frostbite as fast as the other parts, but it don't. Anyway, I got to take a break. I'll be back after these words from our sponsors.
Hey, this is Mark with Insurance Consultants. You're used to seeing Blake McCoy sitting here, and I'm up here cutting a new commercial for y'all to look at. I help people with have Medicare and TennCare, and if you've got any questions about what you're eligible for, whether you should be getting extra benefits, is your plan changing, or do you even need anything to go with your Medicare, those are the types of questions I can help you with. Please give me a call at 1-866-691-5571. I'll be glad to give you a call, and as always, we charge nothing for our services. If we can help you in any way, we'll be glad to do it. Y'all have a good day.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family-owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also, for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Pierce. I may not be Jake from State Farm, but I do wear khakis. I've been here with Linda Kilgore's office for 2 years. I enjoy helping people make a decision regarding their insurance based on their needs and wants. I'm fully licensed. I enjoy selling auto, home, and life insurance. So feel free to come in or call in any time, and I'll be glad to help you.
Mule Pro FXT can't handle. The 2015 Mule Pro FXT. The Mule Pro FXT is engineered to smooth out the most rugged terrain. Over 8.5 inches of suspension travel make uneven surfaces feel a lot less jarring, while a tight 16-foot turning radius combined with electric power steering means easy and effortless cornering on a dime. Engine braking is tuned for a controlled feel when heading downhill, and high-output LED headlights light up the way. Round out this exceptional package with the maximum stopping power of front and rear disc brakes, and there's almost nothing the Mule Pro FXT can't handle. The 2015 Mule Pro FXT.
Why do my customers choose Husqvarna Power Equipment?
That's easy, because my landscaping crew has to rely on a durable product.
I need the performance and quality that Husqvarna provides.
And the innovative products that help me move on with my day.
For maintenance parts or accessories, I don't have to go far. I know my Husqvarna dealer is right around the corner.
Make the impossible possible and visit a Husqvarna dealer near you.
Visit your local Husqvarna dealer or go to Husqvarna.com for more information.
Okay, we're back, folks. True Value Homes bringing you tonight's show over in Scott County and in Huntsville, Tennessee. Folks, I went out and went through some of those homes the other day just to satisfy my curiosity and see if I was really advertising what I say I was doing. But I'll tell you right now, folks, the way they lay those things out now, and some of the things, they just, you just can't imagine how they look and how it feels. I mean, it's just, and the quality of the work it's put in them, it's just beyond imagination of what they can do with some of those homes now. And also the prices just, and the layouts is just so different. I invite you to go over and take a good look. Keith Klothfelder from here in Campbell County has been doing that for years. Check him out. And also bringing you tonight shows Ron's Golf Cart and Indoor Flea Market. You're on the air. You're on the air. Well, sorry I missed your call. Give me a call back. We'll talk to you about anything you want to talk about. But I'd like to talk about, New Hampshire starts voting 2 hours and 55 minutes from now. They actually, an area in New Hampshire that they actually, that community opens up their polls or voting booths at 12 o'clock. And every year there are so many votes, and I think it's only 9 people this year that's registered to vote, and they will vote. They always do vote. And they'll vote right after 12 o'clock. And they'll broadcast those numbers usually right after they close those polls, because that's the only, and they'll tell you how those 9 votes went. But anyway, just day after tomorrow, we actually start voting. We can start voting for the primary for the Democrat and Republican, and there will be a Democrat and there will be a Republican elected in first place in Tennessee March 1st. March the 1st. Then it won't be long till we'll see them picking up their papers and what have you, and finish picking them up for the August election. And you'll get your state representatives and your congressmen in August. And then, now I picked up the number of people that had already picked up here in the county to, I believe it was an Evans for school board, and the road superintendent has picked up and turned his papers back in, and so has Parton for tax assessor, so a property assessor, whatever you want to call it. You're on the air.
That's Whitmore, right?
I haven't gotten any word from anybody. That they informed me here at the station. If anything comes in, they will let me know. And I had a report from a person that's on Hatmaker Hill, says that there's no snow on the road up there. Is it snowing out there right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, they haven't called off the schools or anything.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks.
But I would like to talk a little bit more about Judge Simmons. The person that's called a couple of times in the last, and I'm sure that she has a reason she wants to call, or wants something to be made public or whatever. But you can't understand why it's so hard so hard to pin anything on a judge. I mean, it's really, really, really hard because you know you have a lot of your judges don't get elected. They don't run. They're appointed because they have to make hard judgments and people turn against them. You're on the air.
Yes, is Campbell County Schools closed tomorrow?
They have not said anything about closure yet. If they are, we'll pass it on, okay?
The roads out here at Demery are bad. Sheet of ice right now.
At Demery, in fact about it, you know, I had never been all the way out into Demery in my life until...
Right here, right back past Whitman Holler sign, it's all sheet of ice.
Well, I went out there last Sunday, or last Monday. Last Monday is the first time I ever went to Demery. I passed the Baker
Holler?
that graveyard.
Yeah.
I went past it. I went all the way out and went down into where there's I guess a boat dock down there or something on past Whitman Holler. Used to go to Whitman Holler quite often. I had a pontoon and I had a friend that had a cabin out there at Whitman Holler, and we'd go out there and stay. We went out there 3 or 4 times, I guess, stayed at that cabin back in the 80s. And but never been down all the way into Demery. And that burn, you could pour water on some of them hills that are up and straight up and down. You'd be hard to get out of there.
Yeah.
And how long does it take you, or your family, if you're all the way out into Demery, how long does it take you to even get to town?
Sometimes 45, sometimes 30 minutes.
Absolutely. People, unless you've ever been to Demery, you would never realize that you're 25 or 30 minutes just from La Follette.
Yeah, I know.
And when you get out there close to the lake, the hills are just straight up and down, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, if your roads is ice out there, I doubt seriously if you'll have school tomorrow. What grade you in?
I'm a senior at the high school.
You're a senior at the high school, and you probably even drive in, don't you?
Yeah.
Well, don't you get on that road, young man.
I might not.
Well, I'm telling you, if it's that slick out there already, it's supposed to get really, really cold tonight.
How many inches is it supposed to get tonight?
Well, they're not saying. They're saying between now and Wednesday, there could be up anywhere from 2 to 5 inches.
2 to 5 inches?
Yeah.
Good Lord.
Was it snowing out there right now?
Yeah, it's like big snow place.
Okay, buddy. Appreciate your call.
You too.
And be careful now. Oh, me. But now, like I said, first time I ever been to Demery, all the way out to Demery. And the reason how I went out there was, Whit Goins lives out in that area, and he's talked to me. But I didn't go out looking for Whit's house. I just went out there looking around because I get a lot of calls from Demery, and just had a little extra time. Had to come into town early. So I decided, well, I'm going to go out to Demery. Now, there's a place out towards where you go toward Demery, back in the 80s, and most of you know that I sung with a band and had a little band or this and that for years. And when we got first started with the Parrott Brothers and Don Fields and Eddie Cantrell, we called ourselves Cherry Bottom. And we went to Atlanta, Georgia, and played the Omni. And we brought down the house. I mean, we brought down the house. We had a time. So anyway, we played, and what I started to say, we played music out there, and the little old club that we played in, was right along the side of the road, and I was looking for that, just for old memories, but it's not there anymore. So I wonder what happened to it. And then we moved to the Supper Club and played for a long time down at the Supper Club, and it's not down there anymore. So I guess a lot of my old memories back in the 80s is all gone, I guess. I can't go back to none of those places because they're not there anymore. So anyway, and I guess it might be a good thing if they're not. Give me a call. We'll talk to you about anything you want to talk about. I thought I could get some people voting tonight, but I can't even get nobody to tell me who they're for. And I figured that Mr. Henson would definitely call me, because he would tell me which one he's for, or he would say, "Hey, you." And you know, I don't have any problems with any of the candidates except Cruz. I think he's nuts. I really do. I really believe he's nuts. And what he did to Carson, I wouldn't trust him. I wouldn't trust him as far as I could throw a bull by the horn. But everybody else, I could probably tolerate. I wouldn't want to tolerate Rubio. And I'm gonna tell you, if John Kasich gets the nomination, I'd say there's just as good a chance as I'd vote for him as I would any other candidate. Because I've told you this before, I'm a political junkie. I love politics. I've always loved politics from the time I was just a young kid. In fact, about it, my nickname as a kid was Ike. Our president was Eisenhower. And I was called Ike. That was my nickname. And so, anyway, I've always been interested in it, and John Kasich and Bill Clinton, I guess, took us as far as anyone's ever taken us. Under Ronald Reagan, and they call Ronald Reagan how I don't know why Ronald Reagan was the greatest thing since bread, because he admitted it, that they traded guns to Iraq. Because Jimmy Carter, those people that was captured on Jimmy Carter's presidency and they held them for 144 days or a year and way up there. And everybody thought they let them go because Jimmy Carter was coming out of being president, because Ronald Reagan had beat him. Ronald Reagan hadn't even been named, was already switching and giving Iran weapons to get those prisoners back, to make himself look good. You're on the air.
My way of seeing it, they ain't got nobody running on either side.
Oh, now, what makes you say that?
Well, Donald Trump's as near enough as I ever heard talk.
I agree with you there.
And I just don't think they're ready for election.
Well, you know, it starts Wednesday.
I know when it starts, but I still don't think there'll be a lot of people voting in this primary because they don't have enough good candidates for anybody to vote for.
Well, now you can vote for Hillary.
Well, if I voted, I guess I'd vote for Hillary, but I sure wouldn't vote for Donald Trump.
I wouldn't either.
He's a Trump card if there ever was one.
Well, now Cruz is one that I would not vote for. I wouldn't trust him. That's most you're talking about living under a dictatorship. He would be worse than Hitler. Because if you didn't believe the way he believed, he'd change everything.
Well, I just don't think there'll be a lot of people voting because there's not enough candidates anybody's interested in.
Well, now, let me tell you something. There's Jeb Bush, there's Ben Carson, Chris Christie, Ted Cruz, Carly Fiorina.
Oh, how many there is, but they ain't none of them worth a flip.
What makes you think that?
You be careful going home, because my car's covered with snow out here in the country.
Oh, okay. In fact, about it, I might just do my commercials after this break, and then come back and go for 5 or 10 minutes and get on out of here.
All right. It's looking mean on top of my car. It's completely covered out here at Mount Pern.
Oh, okay. Appreciate your call, buddy.
All righty, bye.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you. But, folks, regardless, Mr. Henson and I, our politics is a whole lot different. But I know, talking to him and the way I feel, we're both disgusted with the way things are going. And I think that, he is disgusted with with the people that I like on my side, and I'm disgusted with the people that he likes on his side. But basically, I actually feel that under Bill Clinton was the best years after being an adult that I've spent in this world was under Bill Clinton. I know under Nixon, I guess under Nixon, whenever he froze the wages, and we had to ration gasoline and all this kind of stuff, and a lot of you folks that's 45 and younger, you don't remember those things. But the average wage, back in the 70s, I think the minimum wages might have been $1.65 or something like that. But whenever I was a young man, I can remember the lowest minimum wage was 60 cents an hour. I believe that's what it was. But whenever I went to work for 75 cents an hour. But Nixon, he froze the wages of the poor man. And everything else kept creeping up and creeping up. But we went 3 or 4 years there that we weren't, by the government, was not allowed to have a salary increase. They wasn't even allowed to give you extra money. He froze the wages, but he didn't freeze prices. Things went up, and gasoline lines was out the ceiling, and gas prices, instead of going down, they went up. And that's one of the things, because my grandmother and I was raised in my grandmother was, she's kind of like the previous caller here, she kind of ruled the roost, and she was a Republican. You're on the air.
Good evening, Mr. Gibson.
Good evening.
How are you, buddy?
I'm doing good.
That's great. Now, get back to that, to Nixon. I think you're mistaken a little bit on that.
On what?
Wage, he proposed and got passed a wage and price control, price control.
But still, the prices did go up. But but we did not get raises. They didn't go up like they're going up right now.
No, that's because the price control, the wages stayed down, but it only stayed in there for a few months, and then your Congress vetoed or took it back and what do you call it? My mind's blank. But anyway, they canceled it out, and the wages stayed low, but prices jumped back up. They kept raising the prices, kept the wages low.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Wages stayed low, and the prices went up, and that's what's going on right now.
So that's what happened from that time period on. It's happened ever since. That's why you got corporate America now. The wages kept going up, not the wages, but the prices kept going up, and wages stayed
the same. How long has it been since minimum wage has been gone up? It's been probably 6 or 8 years.
6 or 8 years, yeah, since it went up. It's what
but good Lord, the prices of everything in the grocery stores has gone up. Cars has gone up. Everything you need.
Everything has gone up. It's outside, so.
Well, now I would say there's one thing that's probably come down and when it reached its highest peak was housing. I believe you can buy a house today a little bit cheaper than you could 20 years ago.
Well, you can. They went down.
Right.
Houses are cheaper now.
Yeah.
But you know, he passed that wage and price controls, and they could only, I think at that time, like an automobile, they could only go up to about 46 or something % over and beyond what it cost them to make it.
Yeah.
Profit I'm talking about.
Uh-huh.
And then your wages, they stayed, whether you had them at, say, because I helped negotiate back in those days. I remember that.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll tell you about it.
Yeah. Well, now, are you playing any music?
Yeah, just left. Just as you passed by down at the park when I was up singing, probably, on your way up to the show.
Oh, so down there in that pavilion?
Yeah, in that restaurant. No, it wasn't the pavilion, it's a restaurant.
Which one?
Just that restaurant there, Cove Lake State Park.
Oh, there, where you used to get the ribs.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I was going to tell you about I can get you stop in down there. No, I just go down there every now and then and sing a couple songs with them or something.
Oh, and that's on Monday nights?
Monday and Thursdays, yeah.
What time does it start?
Starts about 6:30, 6:45, give you time to get up and sing a song or two.
Well, I might try to drop by there next week or two.
That sounds good.
Okay. Good to hear from you.
You too. So talk to you later.
Okay, buddy. Appreciate it.
Hey, goodbye.
Yeah, that's my old buddy there. He likes pick and grin. So do I. But anyway, we'll take a break, and we'll be back right after these words from our sponsors.
Are you missing out on extra Medicare benefits that you may be entitled to? Hi, my name is Blake McCoy with Independent Insurance Consultants. If you have Medicare A and B and have Medicaid, TennCare, Q&B, or receive extra help on your prescription, drug premium, and copays, I want to make sure that you are receiving all the extra benefits that you are entitled to. Call me toll-free today. 1-866-691-5571 and let me help you.
Welcome to RaisX.
RaisX has a friendly service with a family environment with that country kick. It's a family owned with delicious food, offering breakfast, lunch, supper all day long, and great steaks, wonderful salmon. Also for that sweet tooth, pies and much more. For the kids, games, daily specials, dine in or carry out. Call 423-569-3354. Call RaisX today.
Riggs Drugs has been a part of Campbell County for generation after generation, serving our friends and neighbors. And now we have redesigned our store to better serve you. It's the same knowledgeable and friendly staff, but a new look and new technology to ensure you get your prescriptions fast. We've always got you covered from prescriptions to all your home health needs. We've always been more than a pharmacy, still offering a huge selection of gifts and decor. Here at the new and improved Riggs Drugs.
Hi, I'm Ann Love with Linda Kilgore State Farm Agency. I have worked in the insurance and financial services industry for over 20 years, formerly with the John R.W. Brown Agency. I'm a native Campbell County and enjoy helping people with their insurance needs. Stop by and see me for all your insurance needs.
The Mule Pro FXT can't handle. The 2015 Mule Pro FXT. The Mule Pro FXT is engineered to smooth out the most rugged terrain. Over 8.5 inches of suspension travel make uneven surfaces feel a lot less jarring, while a tight 16-foot turning radius combined with electric power steering means easy and effortless cornering on a dime. Engine braking is tuned for a controlled feel when heading downhill, and high-output LED headlights light up the way. Round out this exceptional package with the maximum stopping power of front and rear disc brakes, and there's almost nothing the Mule Pro FXT can't handle. The 2015 Mule Pro FXT.
Why do my customers choose Husqvarna Power Equipment? That's easy, because my landscaping crew has to rely on a durable product.
I need the performance and quality that Husqvarna provides.
And the innovative products that help me move on with my day.
For maintenance parts or accessories, I don't have to go far. I know my Husqvarna dealer is right around the corner. Make the impossible possible and visit a Husqvarna dealer near you.
Visit your local Husqvarna dealer or go to husqvarna.com for more information.
Okay, folks. Remember True Value Homes bringing you tonight's show over Scott County 5s. Our 663-8633 is the number. You give Keith Clougfelder a call, tell him that RL sent you, and you're going to be happy with what you see when you get over there. It's Highway 2763. Ron's Golf Cart and Indoor Flea Market bringing you tonight's show. They're located behind Long John Silver's, and they're in the old big lot building there. And just tell Ron that you come by just to check me out and see if I was telling the truth. That guy keeps everything really clean. And kids, you can start jumping up and down. No school tomorrow. You're on the air?
Yes, sir. Has Campbell County Schools been closed?
Yes, there's no school tomorrow.
All right, I appreciate it.
You're welcome. You're on the air?
Hey, good evening, Mr. Gibson.
Hey, how you doing, buddy?
Pretty good. You want to talk a little politics and have some fun?
Yes, I do.
Okay. Now, now you're getting the opportunity to vote for Bill again.
Well, I'll tell you what, if he could run, I swear I'd vote for him.
Well, he's running. You're going to get a chance to put him right back in there again, so that'll be okay. But have you heard Hillary? Someone asked her the question if she could tell them the difference between a socialist and a Democrat. Could you answer that question?
I believe I heard that, but I can't remember exactly.
Well, she couldn't answer it either. And she's asked on two different occasions this, or I've seen two different times she's asked this question, and she couldn't answer it.
Well, I'll tell you this. I believe all of us is socialists in some way, and I'd hate for us to not have. I couldn't imagine us not having Social Security or having Medicare and Medicaid.
Okay.
Those are socialist programs. But now there's a lot of socialist stuff that I definitely would not want to be in, or this and that. And I'm not 100% in favor of Obamacare. I'm not. I I would like for it to be a little different, but now, as far as being a Democrat, my main philosophy about being a Democrat is like I have said many a times, I've always felt that the Democrat Party, the poor person has a better chance.
Okay. Now, a person who is poor, what we're talking about is that's not, put it this way, it's financially at a disadvantage. Is that what we're saying when we say poor?
Yeah.
Doesn't have.
Well, I even have problems with not only that, just poor people that their IQ is probably at 60 and they've never had no schooling. See, I was raised. My grandmother and grandfather that raised me, neither one of them could read or write.
Well, but they could communicate.
And you know, they were challenged to just get by in this life, but they were honest. You know what I mean?
Well, now, honest. That's a good word. Now, I agree. There's a lot of good people. I think we're getting to have less and less. But anyhow, do you think that Hillary is an honest person?
Do I think what now?
Do you think Hillary is an honest person?
I think she's just as honest as anybody else that's running on that ticket. I mean, I really do believe it. I know, and she's not honest. And I don't think it. In fact, about it, I don't think that you can make any politician now that's really honest, totally honest.
How would you rate Dr. Carson?
I wouldn't think he's totally honest. I really don't.
Okay.
And definitely Cruz proved without a shadow of a doubt he's not honest.
Okay, now if we go back, right now statistics show that we're not far from having a majority of the people agreeing to become a socialist country.
There's no question about it, and it's evident that how Sanders has taken off, and we know everybody that keeps up with any kind of politics knows that he's been a socialist all of his life.
Okay, now he and Hillary, tell me what the greatest difference, or where's the big difference between what he's saying and what she's saying? Well, he's offering plenty of freebies.
I mean, he's offering the kitchen sink. You know, if he would, he knows he can't do that. You know, he's wanting to have everybody to have free medical care, totally free medical care. He's wanting everybody to be able to go to college all the way through. You know, ever how far they want to go, and you know that we can't do that.
Well, why can't we?
Because right now our tax rate's so high now that how are we going to pay just how are you going to keep up the schools and pay the teachers and do that? Now I will say this, that now how many people fought the lottery? And the money it's going into the lottery now. Tennessee and the governor Haslam has said, you know, hey, you keep up your average, you'll go through a community college 2 years free.
We're halfway there. Okay, now I don't want to get off on the lottery. I've got an opinion of it, and when I first heard it, I supported it. I thought it was the greatest thing ever was, but it kind of dawned on me, and I don't want to get all the way off on it. But every dollar that is spent on the lottery could be spent buying some child a pair of shoes or a gallon of milk, and the state would be getting 9.25%, or the tax would be. But anyhow, I want to get back to the other part of it, though. The socialist part. If we stop to think about it, we're just about a socialist country now. The only thing is we're just not socialist name.
Well, I tell you.
All we'd have to do right now, okay, let me back up and put it this way. To solve our problems, why not let the government hire everybody? Let the government take over. They do great on everything the government does. Hillary attest to that.
No, come on, man.
Well, wait just a minute now. Give me time here. If we let the government take over every job, taking control of everything, everyone would have a government retirement, government insurance, be guaranteed 12 or 13 days a year off, paid vacation. They could set the minimum wage at whatever they please. Now, tell me what's wrong with what I'm saying.
Well, to me, I think that we have to keep capitalism in place, because you can see all the other countries, especially France and some of these other countries, just how bad a shape they get into with being a socialist country. Now, I don't want no dictator, but now there is, they do have free elections in France and Spain and all these. Let me just say, hey, kids, there's no school tomorrow. The phone is ringing off the hook. But anyway, our country, and my way of thinking, is the greatest country on the face of this earth.
But what made it great? Let me give you a question now. Did the politicians make it great, or did the grunts out here on the ground make it great, and the soldiers make it great, or did the politicians make it great?
I think a combination of all.
Okay. But basically, what I'm coming back to is people have lost sight that the government is like our local or all of our other government is not going to exist without the grunts out here shoveling the poop and carrying the bedpans.
Yeah,
now, that's the bottom line, and we get told everything. Well, let me go back to the socialist part of it. I don't think there's anybody out there that can give me an argument, or I wish somebody would prove to me, where that any one person, corporation or whatever in this country owns 1 square inch of the real estate of the United States.
I know exactly what you're saying.
Okay, I'd like for somebody to show me where we do. We as citizens have been fed a line that we own this, we own that, we've got a deed. A deed does not show ownership. A deed only shows that you have a piece of real estate and it gives a reading of it.
Well, basically, if we was to go to what your socialism, we would just be sharecroppers.
Well, what are we now? Right now, what we're doing is the way we're using the words. Let's say, right now, if you so-called own a piece of property and you go down here and you want to build a structure on it, first of all, you have to go to the local establishment, be it the county or whatever, and the city probably too. You have to pay them to give you permission to build on that piece of real estate. Yep. And at the time when you build on it, whatever you attach to that becomes their property, because you then start paying taxes on it, which I call a lease. Even though you used your sweat and whatever, or your resources to build that building, then you don't own that building because you don't control it. The county, the city, or some establishment tells you everything about it.
Right. I agree with you.
Okay, now, I was thinking about like rolling stock. I thought, well, you can own a vehicle. That's fine. They might let you own a vehicle, but you have to pay for the right to drive it on the government's property.
Well, that's true too.
Must pay the government in order to have a permit in your pocket to drive on it.
Yeah.
And just on and on. So we're not that far from being totally controlled by government. And if somebody, okay, let me back up and say something else. In our religion, our religious organizations, they are quasi under government control due to the fact that they are tax exempt. Now, a religious organization cannot speak on certain things because they'll lose their exempt status.
Right.
So we're just about hooked up, and I'll surrender my time.
Well, listen, yeah, because I'm fixing my time. I'm going to take 1 or 2 calls, and I'm out of here because I want to make it across that mountain and get home.
Well, I'd like to hear some of your listeners out there counter what I'm saying and make me show me how or where I'm wrong, because I hope I'm wrong.
Well, I'll tell you what, next week, call me at 8 o'clock, and let's take at least the first 30 minutes.
Well, maybe the listeners out there can show me, because I hope that I'm wrong in what I'm thinking, because from what I'm seeing, we're not heading for a good pie in the sky like the president's telling us that we have an employment rate of, what, 5 point something or another?
Yeah, 5.5 or 5.2 or something.
Whatever it is, but like I say, I sure appreciate your time. Y'all have a safe trip.
Hey, buddy, won't you just come in and be on my show?
Your ratings will go from through the bottom.
No, they'll go through the roof.
I appreciate you.
Okay, appreciate you, buddy.
Thank you.
Okay, I've had 5 or 6, 7 or 8 calls while we was on there, and any of you that want to come, let me just tell you that there's no school tomorrow in Campbell County. Campbell County schools are closed tomorrow. Now, while I'm doing my commercial here, are you in there, Honeybee? Yes, sir. My Honeybee is in there, and I'm going to try my best to get out of here and get home. But True Value Homes has brought you tonight's show. And True Value Homes, folks, is located from the Interstate 141. It's 19 miles. You go over and check them out. I'll promise you that you're going to be surprised at some of those houses that they have. And they do work on those houses right there and build some of those I guess island kitchen, what you put in the island in the kitchen, some of those things, some of the fireplaces, just absolutely magnificent. Just go over and check them out, and the prices, I guarantee you'll be satisfied. And also, if you have a deed to property and it's clear deed, you've got a down payment and you can go into a new home. So anyway, you do that, and also Ron's Golf Carts and Indoor Flea Market. Ron's Golf Cart and Indoor Flea Market is located behind Long John Silver's, has a lot of good antiques. He's getting the golf carts, start getting them out, folks, and they'll go quick because it's almost golf cart season. We're talking about just 3 weeks away. It's going to be, we'll be in March, and won't be long till we'll be out of the winter months, and we'll start doing this and start doing that, and we'll start planting our gardens. And folks, those fields out there, to get out and ride a golf cart through your fields and check everything out, you just absolutely love it. You're on the air. This is the last call tonight.
Yes, Campbell County schools closed tomorrow.
Campbell County schools are closed tomorrow.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Okay. So all you folks out there that the schools are closed and you kids can stay up a little late tonight and enjoy it. Good night, everybody. I'll see you next week.